Hello. Today I want to talk to you about something that you might be going through right now. In fact, I'm sure that you drew this video in for a very important reason, which is that you're going through what some people call the awakening process, which can seem, maybe very esoteric or, difficult to grasp and comprehend. But the way I look at it is, the more conscious that you're becoming of your thoughts and the beliefs that are driving the actions that you take each and every day, the more acutely aware you are becoming of the negative thoughts that have perhaps caused you to feel stuck in your work or in your relationships or in your health and well-being journey. Maybe you feel like you're kind of running the same plays in your business over and over again, and you're starting to become more conscious of perhaps some of the limiting beliefs or fears, doubts and insecurities that have been operating at a subconscious level and really influencing you to make these decisions that continuously end up in feelings of frustration and exasperation. And you may notice that as you are becoming more conscious, that your life seems to be falling apart. Maybe there are relationships and friendships that are falling away. Maybe you've hired some people into your business and they have suddenly left, or you've had to let them go. Or maybe an injury, you've attracted an injury or some sort of health challenge, and you may be feeling frustrated, like, man, I'm doing the work, I'm really invested in my personal growth and my development, and I'm becoming very conscious of my well-being and my self-care. Maybe you're someone with a whole suite of self-care tools like meditation and journaling and visualization and affirmations, and maybe you've gone even deeper and confronted your shadows through shadow work or healing, or perhaps various forms of psychotherapy or somatic breath work, body work, whatever it might be, and you're starting to notice, man, my preferences are changing and feels like my life is falling apart. I'm here to remind you that you are exactly where you need to be. And I say that because, as cliched as it may sound, I do believe that your breakdown is your breakthrough. You need to really lose yourself so that you can find yourself again. I mean, this was my reality, and still is in some ways over the last year or so. Losing friendships, losing relationships, seemingly losing, all of these connections and opportunities in my business and in my career, and being struck with health challenges and family challenges and conflicts. And it's like, man, the deeper I'm going into this personal growth and development work, I'm so committed to healing and being the generational curse breaker and really healing my unprocessed trauma and childhood wounds, and maybe the wounds and traumas of parents and loved ones and ancestors. The more chaos seems to be unfolding, and it's like, what is going on here? I feel like I'm doing everything right. You're not alone. You're not alone in feeling this. And the way that I like to think about it is, it's kind of like, you have built up this persona, this identity over, years, maybe even decades. And as you've started to strip away the layers of the onion, or the persona, you are starting to vibrate at a completely new frequency. You're starting to rise above the perhaps the fear or the anger or the shame or the guilt that you were holding on to for a long time. And because of that, the people whom this old identity was were connected to no longer resonate with the essence of your being now. You've done so much work to let go of what doesn't serve you, to unlearn certain programs, to let go of, these traumas and limiting beliefs. And because of that, life seems pretty crazy, but life is meant to get crazy so that it can clear the way for something even more beautiful and even more exciting and even more empowering. There's a passage, I think, from the Bible where it talks about, you can't get new wine out of the old caskets. You have to get new wine, better wine, out of new caskets. So if you want better wine, if you want, a better job or a better business or better clients or a better body or better relationships, you have to be willing to let go of the old ways, to let go of the old caskets, which have served you up until now, and have produced this identity that has gotten you to where you are. But now you've realized that there are parts of this identity which no longer serve you, that you had perhaps been holding on to a resentment towards a family member, or shame about yourself, and based upon narratives and stories that you were told and embedded in you from a very early age. And you're seeing these stories and these narratives for what they are, just words, just really vibrations which were stored inside of you. But now, because you beautiful being have plunged deep into this work to really evaluate the lies that you've been telling yourself, and allow yourself to feel the suppressed or unexpressed parts of yourself, and to cry and to heal them. You are bringing these shadows into the light, and you are shining even more brightly. And when you shine more brightly, you naturally start to attract different people. And conversely, you naturally start to repel certain people. And that goes for not just people, but conditions, circumstances, situations, events. And you may go through this period of time where it just feels like your life is in turmoil. I mean, I had really close friendships and relationships completely transform and become liberated. I had, family members contract illnesses, very confronting. I had to face my own, challenges with self-worth and this deeply embedded story that I was holding on to, that I don't really matter, or I'm not valuable, and I'm not worthy. Maybe you're going through something as well, similar to that. And it's scary. It's really scary, and it feels like there's no way out. But just know that, God or the universe or source energy or, this highly intelligent matrix or system, Allah, Jesus, Buddha, whatever you choose to believe in, I think, there's something to be said for life really operating for us. Even though it may not seem like it at the time, we can always look back in hindsight and in retrospect and see how it always has been unfolding for us. But when we're in the midst of this turmoil and in this, this just conflict with ourselves and with others, it feels like the world is ending. I'm sharing this with you because I just want you to be patient. I want you to trust in the same way that I've been trusting, and getting to a place of knowing that, man, if things are seemingly going wrong, they're about to go really, really right. And it's because of your commitment to yourself, to your self-love, to your growth, to, doing the kind of work that most people never do. And there's an opportunity to be grateful for that, and to have some grace and compassion and just admiration for yourself, because it's tough to do what you're doing. So, I love you so much, and I'm right here with you. So keep on trusting that things are working for you, as dark, as scary, as just incomprehensibly overwhelming it may seem. Know that on the other side of that is more liberation from suffering, is a fitter, stronger, healthier body, is deeper, more meaningful spirit. Sorry, my phone ran out of storage there. But as I was saying, you know, deeper, more meaningful, more spiritual relationships, more exciting, more inspiring and promising opportunities in your business with your dream clients because of the new frequency. Okay, I really need to make more space, but we'll bring this one to in for a landing. But as I was saying, like, this period of perhaps hopelessness or desperation or stuckness or fear or emotional turmoil that you're going through is the setup, is the springboard, is the launch pad for an entirely new, exciting life and career on the other side. And, you know, if you're doing the work, if you're really, you know, committed to staying loyal to this new empowering identity that you've cultivated for yourself, to these new empowering beliefs that you have, created and established for yourself, just know that, you know, you will be shaken up, and it's really an opportunity to continue holding on to these, to this future version of yourself, because it's part of the process of letting go and releasing that which does not serve you. So you're doing amazingly. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. It is scary. It is lonely. It is confronting. It's really tough. But I'm right there with you, and you know, I know that on the other side of it is just so much joy and love and abundance, and I believe in you. Lots of love, and I'll speak to you soon.